Hello everyone, and now I'm going to answer the following question. The first one, can you introduce yourself? First of all, my full name is Hiếu. I'm 20 years old, and my major is English study at Concord University, and I was born in Sophiang province. You know that my hometown is also the place where Dr. Lunencourt was born, and also famous about rice. Besides that, the artist 25 right friends is also the most delicious right in the world. And I really favors about that. And besides that, in the futures, maybe I cannot bring an outstanding achievement like that, but I want to contribute as well as I can to improve our society better. Number two, what are your dreams? In our opinion, that everyone have their own dream, and we are create who they are and how they use first in our life. And about my dreams, that I can learn and adapt in a new environment quickly, and I also have some social skill like problem solving or teams communications, and I also am the person who puts on my effort to complete everything what I do completely. And I also want to bring the positive energies for others who will working with me. Number three, what are your weakness and how you improve that? I believe that beside our dreams, our weakness is always exist in ourselves. And my weakness is my pronunciation. You know that now I'm trying to watch a lot of video clips on the TikTok and a lot of clips on the YouTube as well as I can. I try to imitate to their tone, their voice, and their accent. Number four, what are your short-term goals? That my short-term goal is that I want to spend a lot of time to participate in a varied activity in our center to get a lot of experiences enough to improve myself and to become a fully experienced and skilled teaching assistant. Number five, what are your long-term goals? You know that after work in our centers for a time, I realized that it's really a dynamic environment that I already define, and I want to graduate from the university with honors or above. And besides that, I also want to obtain the necessary qualifications to become a one part a teacher of our center in the future. Number six, if you could change one thing about your personality, what would it be and why? And that I want to change my overthinking because that I know that want to change something that isn't easily and like it needs time, but luckily I can find my biggest weakness, so I try to find a way to fix it. Firstly, I try to think more positive, to think the positive face of the object or something else which happens in my life. And besides that, I also try to accept myself, to accept my figure, and I know that everyone's make mistake at times, and it's okay. The important thing is that how we can change after our figure. After that, we can get experiences and try to not fail in this mistake again. In addition, I try to ignore every bad or negative word from other mouths, but I also try to listen carefully the other positive thing to develop myself. And besides that, I believe that we can think carefully to be more careful but don't let the negative thinking slow us down. And I believe that we can think carefully before doing something to be more careful, but don't let the negative thinking slow us down. Number 7. What did you learn while you're working in our center? While working in our centers, I learned a lot of things. First of all, I can learn how to calm my emotional while teaching kids and to talk about the learning with the parents. Besides that, I can learn how to be on time and how to dress politely with my colleagues. Number 8. Do you want to work permanently at our centers? Why? Yes, of course I am. As I said before, because that I loved this dynamic environment of our center, and I believe that in our centers I can get a lot of opportunity to develop myself better in the future. And I hope that I could be one part of teachers of our center. Number 9. How could you contribute for your teachings in the future? First, I need to improve my skills as far as I can for better and better. And besides that, I need to obtain the necessary certifications enough to become a teacher. Besides that, taking advantage of being assistant teachers. Besides that, taking advantage of teaching assistant, I want to collect a peer-by-peer experiences and knowledge so I can improve my skill better to prepare for my teachings in the future. Number 10. What would you do to become an English teacher? Becomes an English teacher. Number 10. What would you do to become an English teacher in the future? And becoming an English teacher in my dream when I was a little girl. And when I grow up, my dreams haven't changed. And you know that want to become a teacher is not easy. I need to prepare everything as well as I can, and that I need to improve my English skill to collect experiences in teachings and to solve the problem in class. And now that I believe that to become a good teacher, we need to put ourselves in a student, and for that we can approach a good solution, a good way to take each student in the best way. So that's all for my answer. Thank you for your listening, and I hope you have a nice day. Goodbye. Thank you.